us about Georgia.
Uh, they're a good team. They came in here and fought us to the end. It's going to be a physical game. We have to. They have good guard play, so we have to limit their guards and just be effective like we were in beating them when they came here.
What were you able to take away from that Arkansas game? If anything, are you just trying to throw it away and not look back on it?
Honestly, yeah, we're trying to throw it away, but obviously, we watch film. We need to get better defensively. I think in the first half we did really good on both ends of the floor, and then in the second half we came out and we had two turnovers back to back, and it kind of like led to more bad things. And defensively, we weren't good. So we just got to be better defensively in our ball screen coverage, and just as a team, just stay connected on the defensive end, and that's when we'll start winning games.
They talked about, or have y'all worked about more defending the ball screens? Obviously, that's been a big topic in the last few games.
Yeah, we've been working on it. Obviously, we got to continue to work on it. We're not. I mean, we've gotten better, and then against Arkansas, we took a step back. But we're trying different things to figure out what we're best at. So it's just gonna take time, and time is running out. So we got to figure that out, and I think we're starting to figure things out. So we'll see how it goes against Georgia.
Is there any sense of urgency with the schedule kind of coming down a little bit, winding down?
I mean, yeah, you can say it's a sense of urgency, but we're still taking it day by day, winning every day. And we won yesterday. We're going to try to win today, and then hopefully we can get a W tomorrow.
Knowing what he's gone through as his teammate, seeing Damian get like meaningful minutes, what did that do for you guys?
It means a lot. Like you said, what he's been through. Not a lot of people wouldn't understand what he's been through, but he's strong mentally and physically. So he's been a factor for us, and he has to find ways to play more. Coach has to find ways to play him more, like he said. So he's just going to continue to get better, and we're happy for him.
You got a noon start on Saturday. Does that make any difference in your preparation for earlier in the morning? Do you do shoot around, and then is it just different that you're starting that early as opposed to starting at 7 or 9?
I mean, we had a couple noon games, 1 o'clock games in the past that didn't really affect us. We just got to take it like we do any other game. The time that we have, we're going to take to prepare for the game. And since it's at noon, we have less time, but we'll figure it out, and hopefully we can come out with a W.
Seems like when you've played well, the team has played well. You've had some double doubles and things like that. Is that accurate? Do you feel that way as well?
I feel like when everyone plays well, we do well. It's not just me; it's a team effort. Obviously, if I'm doing well, it gives us a better chance to win games. But it's not just me; everyone has to do well, and that's what it is. Against Arkansas, we only had like 2 people do well. Everyone else was kind of struggling, so we have to get back to all 5 guys on the court doing well, so we could win against Georgia.
Could you speak a little on Kason's performances recently, back-to-back 2020 games?
He's been playing really well. He has to keep that confidence up, especially coming into the end of the season. We need that confidence from him to be able to play defensively, play strong defensively on that offensive end, get his buckets, facilitate, and at the end of games, being able to take over the game and make big shots like he has in the past. So I'm proud of him and happy for him that he has that confidence right now.
Where do you think you're at in this stage of the season? Do you feel like there's still some things that you can put together, or do you feel like your progression has, I guess, been noticeable over the last few weeks?
I mean, there's obviously always things to get better at. I'm not nowhere near where I could be, but I've gotten better as the season progressed. I've learned a lot about myself as a person and as a basketball player. So, I mean, I've gotten better, but I definitely have a lot more to improve upon. So I'm gonna just continue to get better and do what I need to do to help this team win.
Oscar, the last time I played Georgia, had a really big game. He's been kind of struggling with that lately. What do you all say to him going into a game like this?
I mean, like I've said in the past, the game is like 90% mental, and right now it's mental for him. We all know what he can do on the court and how effective he can be, But at times when he catches the ball or when things aren't going his way, it messes with his mind, and I try to take him out of that and help him understand that it's okay. Like, you're not going to have a good game every game. Like, you were National Player of the Year, and you've had many games that you were really great at. So if you have 2 bad games, like, it's not the end of the world. And I tell him that every day. And yesterday he was in a good mindset. Um, we're prepared for him to have a big night against Georgia because he has a good mindset right now, and he's been in the gym working on what he needs to work on. Staying assignment sound on the defensive end and ball screen coverage, because we all know that teams are taking advantage of him right now, and he's taking that personal. He's going to get better at ball screen coverage, but it's not just him. It's the guards fighting over screens. It's us in the backside helping out on weak side defense. So we're excited to see what he's going to do because we know the type of player he's capable of being. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do tomorrow.
In defending those ball screens, can some of that be mental as well? Like when you're playing the defensive part, do you have to be especially locked in, or are you more locked in that regard, or is it more just the spacing things?
No, it's mental. Part of it's mental, but also part of it is coach is always saying, when you're tired, sub yourself out. He's playing, I think, like 35 minutes a game. He's playing a lot of minutes a game. So part of it could be that he's tired and he can't run up and have his hands active, has his feet active, and then run back to the defenders. So either it's that, or I don't know. It could be mentally he just doesn't understand it, but we know he understands it because he does it right in practice. So maybe we just have to find ways to just make sure he's in the shape that he could do it every single possession that he's on the floor.
You all broke out of zone for about a couple possessions in the last game. Is that something you all think you might incorporate a little bit more moving forward too?
That's up to Coach Cal. I don't know. He was never a guy to go zone, but if that's what we need to do, if that's what he wants to do, then we'll do it.
How do you feel about playing zone? Do you have a preference one way or the other?
I don't have a preference. If help us win games, that's what we're gonna do. I'm not really. I don't really have a preference. If we can win games running man, then let's do it. If we can win games running zone, then let's do it. So I don't have a preference.
How difficult is it to sub yourself out in a game, especially a game where it's it's close and everybody's a competitor and I know you want to stay out there. How do you make that decision? I guess
It's hard, honestly, because I struggle with the same thing. There be points where I break down, and it's because I'm just tired, and I have to sub myself because that's being selfish. You either want to win or you want to be selfish, and I'm not a selfish player, so I got to get better at that. Obviously, we have some other players that need to get better at that because if we're playing at our full potential and we're not tired, we do a lot of good things. And then when we get tired, that's when we start to break down mentally and physically. So we gotta as a whole do a better job of subbing ourselves out if we get tired.
With the last game, Cal talked about how you got beat on ball screens, or 2 games you got beat on some backdoor cuts. This past game looked like you were really digging in on trying to, especially get around screens and things like that. Did you take that personally at all going into the last game?
Yeah. If we're gonna be good defensively, I have to lock in as well. It's just not the other guys. I had some mistakes in the previous games where I got backdoored a couple of times, and I seen it on film, and I just basically took that into accountability. Guys, I need to get better at these things, and I need to be a leader. So I'm gonna make sure I focus on these things and make sure I just lock in on defensive end.
I'm sure it's tough to play equally as hard on both ends of the floor. Is that a mental thing that you kind of have to get adjusted to as well, especially at this level?
Yeah, mental thing. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, playing both sides sometimes. But it's just a part of the game. Just get better every day at those things, and don't worry about you having a bad defensive day. It's always going to get better. So, yeah.
You all broke out of zone for a couple possessions in the last game. Is that something you think you all might use moving forward as well to try to fuck things up a little bit?
Yeah, I believe so. Our zone defense was pretty good last game, and Coach Cal said it as well. So, you probably you might see it in the next game or a game before after that. So we don't know. it's really up to Coach Cal to call what we're gonna do. So yeah.
Do you all care about tip-off times though? Like those 9 p.m. games? I know I don't love 9 p.m. games. Are you happy to have a noon game, or does it make a difference?
Yeah, it's pretty late. I'll be thinking about it sometimes. Like, geez, like it's real late. Then we get done at like 11. So I'd be like it's. I don't know why we keep doing this. Like, we should, move the game back earlier. Like, that's why I be thinking in my head sometimes. But just. I don't need to worry about those things, bro. I just need to worry about basketball and winning. So.
I already played Georgia once, but what do you expect out of them coming into this second matchup?
Them, trying to throw the first punch. Them trying to, get back at us because we won against them last time. So, I know they're going to be very competitive and very physical with us next this game coming up. So, we just have to be ready for it, and the team, has to be together and connected.
Oscar had a really big game last time you all played him. He's kind of struggled the last couple of games. Does y'all talk to him about that, or maybe does he even think about how he played really well against them last time and use that as some fuel, or does that even come up and it's just on to the next game?
On the next game, we talked to him like you're straight, you're fine. Just do what you need to do out there. Don't worry about those bad games. So we talked to him about that as well, and he's fine. I believe he's in a good mental space right now, and he's connected with us still. So yeah.
After you had those really hot shooting performances, did you feel teams start to game plan for you a little more?
Yeah, I believe that someone tried to run me off the line. Scouted me a little more, pressuring me. I just have to adjust to it and figure out another way to get myself involved. So yeah.
Has there been specific ways that you've had to actually do that to get the ball more or try to get up shots when they're focusing on you more?
Yeah, just watching their film and see how they play. Just things like that. Just being able to see how their defensive schemes are. So I just try to see how I can adjust to how they play on defense and try to be aggressive on offense that way.